Live with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching CBS7 First Alert News at 9 on the CW West Texas.
History. It's American history. This Juneteenth, when we celebrate, it celebrates the uplifting, the reprieve of the original sin of America, which is slavery. And Texas was, if not the last, one of the last places in the country that had slaves after the Emancipation Proclamation.
Honoring the past and shaping the future. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're taking a look at how Odessans are celebrating Juneteenth. Thanks for joining us for CBS7 News on the CW, and thanks to those of you joining us live on the CBS7 YouTube. I'm Laura Munt, and tonight we're continuing our coverage of the Ruidoso wildfires. We learned earlier this evening that 2 people are dead due to those wildfires. According to the New Mexico State Police Department, the 2 deceased are a 60-year-old man who was found on the side of the road, and another was found in a burned car who's unidentifiable due to the severity of the burns. Looking now at a map of those fires, again, they're still at 0% containment. And now, because of the rain, flash flooding is the newest concern. The fire wiped out lots of the area's vegetation, so flooding could be especially severe. Now, even more evacuations have been ordered in Ruidoso, this time for flash flooding. Emergency crews are being pulled out and told to get to higher ground. And the South Fork fire and the Salt fire have led to the evacuation of over 8,000 people, and over 1,400 structures have been destroyed. The fire was first reported at 10 a.m. on Monday, and the evacuation order was put in place less than 12 hours later at 8 p.m. The village of Ruidoso and Ruidoso Downs are still under mandatory evacuation, and the community is coming together to help.
We're making sure that families are safe, providing meals, providing sanctuary at many shelters across the area. And so this is a very evolving and developing situation right now.
If you'd like to donate, you can either visit the American Red Cross or visit MVC Alamo and donate under the Give button. In the Midland County Sheriff's Office, Mounted Patrol went to Ruidoso to help out. They evacuated livestock and helped deliver supplies. Purpose Church of Odessa is also helping. They've been collecting donations all day, and they'll be heading to Mexico tomorrow to drop them off. I'm joined here now with Chief Meteorologist Tom Tieferdeller to talk a little bit more about Ruidoso conditions. Tom?
Yes, again, they did see flooding from a severe thunderstorm that moved through the Ruidoso area. Here was the effects. Again, this is in the burn scar area just to the northwest of Ruidoso. Jesus Figueroa bringing us this video showing you the flash flooding that was occurring in the burn scar and some debris flows. And we've had more reports of this ongoing near and east of Ruidoso this evening. Here's a look at the end of the mountain gods right now. We are seeing again some darker skies and a few showers. Thunder showers continue in areas around Ruidoso. Taking a look at it here. Again, flash flood warnings remain in effect with a few showers, thunder showers trying to move in. And this is because, again, with flash flood emergencies in place right along the Ruidoso River. And again, this is going to continue to be a problem with debris flows, flash flooding through the rest of the evening, early overnight hours. What we had in the Davis Mountains has really died out. But looking further down towards the Texas Gulf Coast, we have numerous thunderstorms moving across. This is heavy rain, tropical rains that are moving in across the Corpus Christi area and South Texas associated with the northern part of Tropical Storm Alberto that's going to make landfall in Mexico, but this is headed off to the northwest, so we're expecting some of this to move in to portions of West Texas coming up tomorrow. Heaviest rain is going to be along and south of Interstate 10 down towards the Big Bend area through tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you, Tom. Across West Texas, the city of Alpine is coming together for a special 2-day event in order to raise money for local businesses that were devastated by last month's fire. This was the aftermath of that fire. Many businesses were lost because of it. The fundraiser is called Let It Rain Fire Benefit Weekend, and it kicks off on Friday, June 28th, and it'll run through the 29th. There will be a variety of events from art exhibits to musical performances and dinners. The benefit hopes to raise $30,000 for those affected by the fire. And Texas has begun feeling the impact of Tropical Storm Alberto, which formed this morning in the Gulf of New Mexico. It's the first named storm of what is expected to be a busy Atlantic hurricane season. CBS News correspondent Dave Malkoff reports from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Tropical storm Alberto pushed floodwaters onto the streets of downtown Galveston Wednesday. With top sustained winds of 40 miles per hour, it is the first named storm of what is expected to be a very active hurricane season. There was also strong wind and rough surf on South Padre Island, Texas. Even with the center of the storm still hundreds of miles away, bands from Alberto pushed storm surge above sea level in Corpus Christi. As I feel this with my hand, I can feel that this is 86 degrees right now. That feels like bathtub temperature. And what hurricanes and tropical storms do, and now that we're actually in the season, they take that energy that's in here, that bathtub energy, and they disperse it up into the hurricane. And it's kind of like an air conditioner for the planet, and it redistributes that energy around. And that is the energy source for hurricanes and tropical storms. So the hotter this is, the more of a season that we're going to have. At a nearby RV park, which is about 3 feet above sea level, crane operator Greg Dowden is riding it out.
I don't know, maybe they'll tell us that we're tonight, we got to evacuate.
The National Hurricane Center says it expects Alberto to strengthen slightly before it reaches land on Thursday. Dave Malkoff, CBS News, Corpus Christi, Texas.
And happening today, the Black Cultural Council of Odessa kicked off their 25th annual Juneteenth 5-day celebration. That was at the Woodson Park in Odessa, and the theme of this year's celebration was honoring the past and shaping the future. For over 150 years, Juneteenth has been sacred to many Black communities, marking the day in 1865 when enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, learned of their freedom. Since becoming a federal holiday in 2021, Juneteenth is now widely recognized, with many enjoying a day off and numerous street festivals, fairs, concerts, and other events. But Juneteenth is not only for the Black community.
Many times the perception is Juneteenth is for Black people, and it's about barbecue, and it's about watermelon. That's one part of it. Juneteenth is about all people, especially African Americans. That's when we celebrate that we're free.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, from 6 to 8, the Dallas Black Dancers will perform at the Ector Theater, and following that will be the all-white party at the Odessa Marriott until 11. But there's a lot more planned than just those. For a full list of Juneteenth activities, you can visit our website, CBS7.com. And Meals on Wheels of Odessa and Senior Life in Midland are in need of 300 fans for their summer fan drive this Saturday. With the hot West Texas summer heat, seniors are at higher risk of experiencing heat strokes. The fans will go to the homebound clients to help them stay cool and comfortable, especially the ones that don't have the resources available. So far, Meals on Wheels of Odessa has collected 171 fans.
The heat is dangerous. We know that, and especially for our older folks, their bodies don't cool off like they used to. They're on medications that prevent sweating, those things that our bodies naturally do. So we want to really be mindful of that. We want to make sure we're keeping an eye on these folks.
Meals on Wheels of Odessa has already received phone calls about needing fans this summer. If you'd like to help out, you can donate a fan to Senior Life in Midland or Meals on Wheels of Odessa this Saturday. Jay Hendricks and Mary Kate Hamilton will both be helping out. And it's the final week of the 2024 Diamondback Energy STEM Camp, Diamondback and its partners host STEM Camp each year in June for middle schoolers in the Midland area. Over the past few weeks, 70 students have learned how to build robots, fly drones, operate 3D printers, and even more.
At Diamondback, we're all about growing our own. And if we can engage Midlanders and kids from the Permian Basin in careers in STEM, where hopefully they can learn a little bit here when they're in 7th and 8th grade, and it just ignites that passion in them to go on to college to learn in the STEM field and hopefully come back and work in Midland's workforce.
This is the 5th year that Diamondback has hosted a STEM camp. Bailey says this is just one way for them to keep their brains active during summer break while still getting to have fun. And One Objective gave out scholarships to 5 recent ECISD graduates who've demonstrated academic excellence throughout the school year. The scholarships were presented at an award ceremony today, and each student received a $5,000 scholarship to help them pay for their first year of college.
I cried when I found out I got it. I mean, I have a lot going on, and so just knowing that I won't have to worry about money or the funds or working extra hard to be able to pay for school on top of everything else. So it's really nice, very relieving. It's like a weight off my shoulders.
These scholarships are part of an ongoing commitment to supporting academic aspirations and excellence. And the Pecos-Barstow-Toya ISD approved the second package for the entire reconstruction of Pecos High School last night, which specifically focuses on the Pecos High School field house. The new 2-story field house will include football, soccer, and track and field locker rooms. Other spaces include coaches' offices, 3 classrooms, a weight room, and a state-of-the-art athletic training room. The total cost to complete the new field house project is just under $44 million and is expected to be completed in April 2026. Still ahead, a triple threat of dangerous weather is impacting millions of people across the United States. We've got the latest in your news across the nation here on CBS 7 News at 9. A triple threat of dangerous weather is impacting millions of people across most of the U.S. Wednesday in the form of now deadly wildfires, extreme heat, and flooding from the year's first named storm swirling in the Gulf of Mexico. Laura Aguirre brings us the details.
I don't want to do it, but for safety reasons, I have to.
Surfside Beach is among a number of Texas ocean fronts closed on Wednesday. Tropical Storm Alberto, the first named storm of this year's Atlantic hurricane season, is around 185 miles off Tampico, Mexico. But it's sending heavy rain and a massive storm surge north.
Go down on the beach and you get sucked out. Ain't nobody gonna come help you.
Coastal cities like Galveston, Matagordo, and Corpus Christi already grappling with rising floodwaters pushed ashore by Alberto-fueled winds. Forecasters predict Alberto's impacts will spread across much of Texas now through Thursday, and also into New Mexico, where the rain could help crews battling devastating wildfires. Tens of thousands of acres in the state have been charred so far, along with hundreds of homes and businesses. Ruidoso is one of the villages where residents were forced to evacuate.
We don't know what's going to happen with our home.
We're in a really severe drought, but with the high temperatures, low humidities, and then we get wind, we're getting explosive wildfires in areas that traditionally wouldn't be in that condition.
Extreme heat and dry conditions also persist across the Midwest and Northeast Wednesday, with exceptionally high or record-breaking temperatures in many cities from Illinois up into Maine.
People will say, well, extreme weather has always occurred, and people agree, except that it's occurring at a frequency we've never seen.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Well, we are tracking the flash flooding ongoing in and around the fire in Ruidoso right now. We're going to get you up to date on that and talk about our rain chances here in West Texas on the increase. All that next.
Now, from the CBS7 First Alert Weather Center, here's Chief Meteorologist Tom Tiefertiller.
Well, taking a look at the live radar, everything is quieted down here in West Texas. Still some showers around the Guadalupe Mountains area, but up here across portions of Lincoln County, this is the fire area just to the west of Ruidoso. Well, a flash flood emergency remains in effect for Ruidoso and southern portions of Lincoln County. And we showed you that video earlier of some of the flooding ongoing in these burn scars, debris flows, mudslides being reported, and still dealing with some rain, and the runoff from that's going to continue the flood threat through the early part of the overnight hours. So not expecting this to let up. I know a lot of fire operations have been suspended for the time being because of the flash flooding out there. So hopefully it's helping out with the fires a little bit, but again, that has remains to be seen as we're still getting reports again of that fire, no containment on it. You can see the showers and thunderstorms that have lit up across portions of New Mexico. What we're concerned with is what's going on the Texas Gulf Coast. This is the northern fringe of Tropical Storm Alberto. All this tropical moisture is headed towards West Texas, so it does look like some rain showers and thunderstorms are going to be in our forecast tomorrow, but the main push is going to be further off to the south, so the best rain's going to be down towards the Big Bend area in the lower Trans-Pecos. But you can see numerous showers and thunderstorms extending from near the Dallas-Fort Worth area south towards Austin, San Antonio. Corpus Christi picking up nearly 4 inches of rain today and some gusty winds up to 50 miles an hour. Also held temperatures down quite a bit across the area. Even West Texas, the added moisture only up to 87 degrees this afternoon. Triple digits, though, in Presidio. And we're going to see another day of those cooler temperatures. Here's the reason why. That some of that moisture and rain shield really starts to roll in across the lower Trans-Pecos first thing in the morning, and then scooting in across the Permian Basin down towards the Big Bend by mid to late morning. Once we get a little daytime heating into the mix, we're going to see more showers and thunderstorms pop up across the area and move across to the northwest. But again, rainfall amounts might be an isolated amount of 1 to 2 inches across the Permian Basin. It's really going to be south and along Interstate 10 is where we're going to see the heavier rainfall amounts. And then we're going to see some clearing coming up on Friday. But again, the forecast rainfall amounts, this is just one model, so this kind of gives you an idea. It's going to be a little lighter across the Permian Basin, heavier in these blue shaded areas down across the lower Trans-Pecos and into the mountain areas. So here's what we're looking at for tonight. A little humid, no rain until the early morning hours, and off and on rain showers, thunderstorms tomorrow. Really area wide across West Texas. It's going to keep temperatures down. We'll see those gusty east winds continue, but it's going to be pretty fast moving. Clearing out of here by Friday morning, and this weekend we're going to see things warm back up. The humidity starts to go away with temperatures into the mid to upper 90s by the early part of next week. So again, get ready for some about 50% chance showers and thunderstorms in our forecast coming up for tomorrow.
You know those health warnings that you often see on cigarettes? The Surgeon General just announced that he wants them added to social media apps. He says they can be as dangerous for kids as tobacco. Mandating such warnings takes action from Congress, but the Surgeon General says that parents need to act now. Amy Kiley reports on his advice for protecting children and teens.
We have to warn parents about what we are seeing in the data.
The U.S. Surgeon General is calling on Congress to put warning labels on social media apps. Vivek Murthy says he's worried about children and teens in particular. He says they face health risks from social media as profound as those from tobacco and alcohol.
This warning label is part of a broader strategy to help address the harms that we are seeing associated with social media for our kids.
Parents don't always know what's happening with their kids.
Multiple experts and studies link social media to depression, bullying, harassment, and even suicide in some young people.
The fact that everybody has their own little communication device that they're carrying around from a young age, it's really been a game changer because anybody can reach our kids at any time.
The Surgeon General suggests parents keep kids off social media until at least high school. Reassess then based on maturity, create technology-free zones and times of day, and work with other parents on shared rules. That way, healthy choices about screen time don't make some kids feel left out.
It is our moral responsibility as a society to take care of our kids. And when it comes to social media, we are not doing well.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
In some more social media news, the Federal Trade Commission has referred a complaint against TikTok and its parent company ByteDance just to the Justice Department. The FTC says the complaint is for alleged violations of children's privacy. The announcement adds to the legal headaches facing the embattled social media platform and follows an investigation into whether TikTok may have breached a 2019 settlement with the FTC. The FTC's referral to the Justice Department indicates litigation is on the horizon. The company is also facing a legal challenge to a law that could ban TikTok from the United States unless it finds a new non-Chinese owner. The FTC says that it's rare for the agency to publicly disclose a referral to DOJ, but this case is in the public interest. TikTok did not return a request for comment. All right, Tom, before we go, this summer, the Midland County Public Libraries are revamping the 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program. This is a free initiative that encourages early literacy skills by having parents read 1,000 books with their children before they even start kindergarten. Here's how it works. The library will provide themed backpacks with 10 books each that can be checked out, and then each time you read 100 books, you and your child will receive a small prize.
Good initiative.
I like that. 10 books, you just go and you check them out and you get 10 new books each time.
Read a lot of books and then they start reading books. So again, that's a great thing to do.
I'd like one of those for me.
Yeah, there we go.
Just a backpack full of books curated for me.
Can you imagine if we read 10 books a week?
I don't know if I could do it, actually.
How literally genius we would be, okay?
I feel like I read 10 a week on this thing.
I read 10 pamphlets a week, maybe. Okay, that's about it. But anyway, though, we are looking at rain chances on the increase for tomorrow as that tropical moisture moves in. It's going to knock temperatures down, but it's going to be short-lived because we're going to see the rain move out rather quickly. And by the weekend, things look to be hot and dry once again. But talking about the rain tomorrow, while it is going to be widespread, the heaviest amounts are going to be along and south of Interstate 10 down in the lower Trans-Pecos and the Big Bend area.
All right, so sweaters tomorrow and then maybe back to swimsuits on Saturday.
I don't know about sweaters.
Thanks for joining us tonight for CBS 7 News at 9 on the CW. We've got more news coming up tonight at 10.